Thanks for joining us tonight. The next chapter in the Feeding Our Future case begins with a woman at the center of the scandal trying to get her charges dismissed.
Amy Bach and 11 co-defendants have their trial looming this winter. The former Feeding Our Future executive director is charged with bribery and money laundering in the scheme that took hundreds of millions of dollars from a federal program meant to feed children in the COVID pandemic. Lou Raguse spoke with Bach's attorney, who explains why he thinks she's not guilty. Lou?
Rena and Julie, Amy Bach's lawyer argues that a new Supreme Court decision that narrows the definition of a bribe affects this case. And in an interview today, he maintains that Bach had no idea fraud was occurring.
Anything you want to say?
Finally returning to the federal courthouse in Minneapolis, along with 7 of her co-defendants, 2 years after being indicted, Amy Bach, through her attorney, argued why they believe charges against her are invalid.
Bribery requires some agreement before an official act.
As executive director of Feeding Our Future, Bach is accused of accepting bribes and kickbacks from people wanting to operate fraudulent meal sites for kids during the pandemic in order to defraud the federal program. The owners of Safari Restaurant in Minneapolis, who are now Bach's co-defendants, are accused of one such kickback. Attorney Kenneth Udoybach points to a new U.S. Supreme Court decision that specifies a bribe is a quid pro quo payment before an official act made to influence a decision.
The $310,000 could not be a bribe because the Safari Restaurant were already part of the program. So there was no, what's the bribery for?
Even though a number of defendants in the huge case have been convicted, including a former Feeding Our Future worker, Udoybach says Bach was not involved.
So you're saying that it is possible that this fraud was happening at Feeding Our Future, but Amy Bach, who was at the top, was not involved and didn't know about it.
Correct. None of those defendants have said that Amy Bach knew about it.
Udoybach blames the Minnesota Department of Education, which Bach is currently suing, for failing to stop the fraud. He claims Bach's frozen bank accounts prove she didn't receive fraud money.
Where is this money that purportedly she got this kickback from?
This trial is scheduled for February, and the judge will make rulings on motions to dismiss by November. The prosecution today said they could file a superseding indictment in order to address issues that are caused by that Supreme Court decision. Julie.
All right. Thank you, Lou.